You're now tuning in to Global News Sports. Welcome back. Is another way to depict what's going on right now with the SEC and the Big Ten. The SEC and the Big Ten is allegedly trying to remove the Ncaa leadership or administratively from their universities, far as being regulated. Just picture this scenario. That's like if the NFL decides to cut ways with the actual teams that are playing, right? Or like, let's say if the teams that are in the NBA part ways with the NBA actually itself. It's needed. So for an example, right? If you want to model the concept of professional athleticism, or, have some type of structure with sports, competitive sports, you need an administrator. You need the NFL to administrate the duties and the regulations of the NBA teams. You need the NFL to administrate the duties of the teams that play in the NFL. Without it, it's an issue. So what is the issue here? Okay, well, the networks are paying the conference, and the conference is like posing as the administrator. So they're like, well, we don't need the Ncaa. When you look at it, that is almost like bread and butter for these networks. They like, if we can cut out a whole organization and go directly to the source, we could probably, or not the source, they don't want two sources. So if you either have the conference or the Ncaa. And so that's the issue, right? Well, how is this being regulated? Let's say that if the networks went directly to the Ncaa and then the funds were distributed from the Ncaa to the teams, then it wouldn't need no conference. So that is the problem. I believe the conferences got wind of this and realized this and saying, wait, hold on. We are the regulators. The conference is. We don't need the Ncaa. So that's what's going on. But here's the problem. The Ncaa needs to stand up and decide what its position is going to be in all of this, right? So if you are an organization and is administrating and regulating by way of congressional law or whatever it is that the Ncaa is operating out of, then this needs to be done by way of in court. But here's the thing. Is the Ncaa, I believe the Ncaa let too many things go unnoted for a long time. So they're being weeded out or trying to be weeded out. But now it's going to be a battle between the Ncaa and those conferences. I do believe personally that the Big 12 should be involved with this so-called merger that the SEC and the Big Ten has, because you have to look at it. These are conferences, okay? No two conferences are greater than the other conference by way of structure, okay? If it's structure related, then the Big 12 must be involved, period. We already know that the ACC is going to fall apart, so I'm not going to mention them. But I will say this. The Big 12 should be involved with the Big 10 and the SEC, period. And then I believe that this situation with the Ncaa should be between them and the networks, because there has to be regulation. And there'll be too many scandals involved if it's done at the conference level, period, because everyone is going to be serving their own interests, and that can lead to other problems. And so also the universities has a say on who is going to be the administrative regulating authority with this whole league. So all of this has to be sorted out. So I do not believe that two conferences can regulate the whole entire play of collegiate athletic. Now they can speak for their own teams and members, but they can't speak for the whole collegiate sports. That's an NCAA thing. So it's gonna be interesting to see what goes on or transpire with this NCAA and these SEC and the Big Ten situation. Now the merger don't necessarily mean anything. That's just them coming together. I think a lot of people are speaking on what is going to happen or transpire with this merger and targeting the NCAA. No, the NCAA is going to exist because think about it. You have them and on the men's basketball side of things. You can't just get rid of the NCAA, period. So there needs to be some structure to where the networks deal with the NCAA, period, and then everything runs through them. And then far as conference, I don't know how that works or how that will work, but these are things to consider moving forward. And so once again, this is just a quick, brief analysis on what I see going on with the NCAA, or should I say the merger of the SEC and the Big Ten. And to be honest with you, the Big 12 should be involved or included because it's very important. Now, what I mean is on the merger side, if we're talking about doing business, you got to involve the Big 12. You can't exclude them, period. The Big 12 is not going anywhere in a sense of a conference, and you gotta include them. I don't know about the other teams, but you gotta include the Big 12. Anyway, food for thought. Once again, thank y'all for watching Global News Sports. Until next time, have a great day.